Welcome back to another episode of Same Shirt, Different Day. We're at this little waterfall roadside park. We're south of Petoskey somewhere. There's a cache here called Monkey Business 4. If you remember a few videos ago, I found another monkey stash geocache in that old train in East Jordan, which is like 30 miles that way. And I wasn't planning on finding any caches today or filming, but I've driven by this little roadside park hundreds of times. I've never stopped, so I decided why not. You even got a little path across the creek made out of rocks. The cache is somewhere over on the other side, but gotta shoot the intro next to the waterfalls. Let's go see if we can find this. That's a small container, no hints, 1.5 difficulty, premium level geocache. Gotta love this little path. Even though my boots are waterproof, I'm still gonna use it because I did step right through the water on my way through. She's back there a ways, but there's a lot of overgrow. So we're gonna wander around because I don't feel like being stabbed by 10,000 leafless branches. This is the stream from the waterfall. So my GPS is putting me all over the place. If you looked really close where I just panned around, you would have saw the geocache. It's right on this tree behind me. Probably just gonna be a log in there though. Walmart. And this log is really wet. I managed to write my name there, but you can tell there were more names on this that are completely washed away. They're all put back together. She was just hanging on a branch back here. I believe it was hanging right there. Easy enough, good one to cross off the list and get off the road because I got a long haul today, which is why I did not actually plan on finding geocaches. So it's been 2 hours since I grabbed the waterfall cache. Now we're finding one at a little more scenic of an area. It's gonna be over there to my left. I already forgot the name because I'm too busy staring off into this beautiful bay. Yeah, Grand Traverse Bay. The cache is somewhere over there though. Called Acme Shoreline, low level difficulty, but this traffic has been absolutely ridiculous, so I wanted to get out of it for a minute. Alright, GPS is putting it down here somewhere. It is a level 2 difficulty, but only a 1.5 terrain, so I'm hoping I don't have to go down this hill. And the hint is hollow. I don't know if any of these trees are hollow. I'm literally standing on this cache. I don't see it yet. There is one DNF on this last month, but 2 people have found it since. This is a steep slope with a lot of these little trees to trip you up, so I gotta be careful. I'm not seeing a container. I'm about to fall. I thought that was gonna be fake and it was gonna be something epic for a second. I looked over, I could see the cache. Here it is. Not that big. So this is a super steep hill. I'm being held up by this tree behind me. I got the log sign. There's a couple small trinkets in here, but I didn't want to take them all out and have them fall down the hill. So log is signed. Check this one off the map and try and find a way out of here. We're back in our hole. All right, we escaped. That's only a 1.5 terrain. That's definitely got to be changed. But get back to the truck, get back on the road, see what's next. All right, next geocache is right over there at the Shell gas station. Why am I not just getting gas there? Oh, they don't have upside. This marathon does, and I love to stack my marathon rewards with my upside rewards. If you haven't got upside yet, you know what? It's not too late. It's actually a good thing because now you can use my code RE4ME or link in the description to get an additional 15 cents back on top of their offer and 17 bucks cash using my code. Sign up. We're gonna finish filling up, head over to the Shell station to find a geocache called Classic Toys, which unfortunately hasn't been found in 2 months because the last person looking for it was a DNF. But we're gonna look anyway because it's right across the street. So the hint says LPC and puts it by the flagpole. It's probably just wrong coordinates, and it's right there. We'll see. Oh, there's nothing under that light pole. There's one other light pole on the other side. I know they recently did some work over here, so maybe it got tore out because they were doing it last spring, so maybe. There is a random light switch here, which is hilarious, but it's not the cache. It's also not under that. Guess we'll wander and look under this one, but I doubt the coordinates are off by that much. So we're not getting that one. And we'll check the flagpole just for shits and giggles. But I don't see anything out of the ordinary on it. Yeah, nothing. Also just chucked that pole behind me because there is a light on top of it, but there's nothing on there, so oh well, 90 seconds are really wasted. I got a customer to get to. I actually have 2 more still today. All right, new shirt, new day. Oh wait, same kind of shirt. I own about, I think I own 50 of these shirts all together between gray and black. Anyway, we are at a cache simply called Q. It's at a parking ride. I was about to get on the highway, which is right there, and saw this on the map while I was sitting at the stoplight. The hint is fence post. This is only a level 1 difficulty, but here's the deal. I am about 10 days away from my 1 year of being back on geocaching. Started geocaching back in 2005. I stopped around COVID. I lost my account information, had to start a new account. And I am like 20 or 23 caches away from 500 caches. And I'm hoping to hit that before my 1 year mark so I can say I found 500 caches this year. It's gonna be right over here. It just says it's on the fence. So shouldn't be too hard to find, that I can get back on the road. There's the highway I gotta get on. But the cache is right over in this corner. I didn't look at the size, but like I said, level 1 difficulty, so should be easy. GPS puts it on a stake over here. I'm not seeing it. It is only a level 1 difficulty, so I doubt it would be under here. Oh, I'm wrong. That thing is rosined in there pretty good though. Not a level 1 difficulty, but I still like these fence pole caches, mostly because most of them are 7-8 feet in the air and Jordan can't reach them, so I can always get to them first. Let's put her back. A really overgrown area too, but cap's back on. But yeah, I'm really hoping to hit that 500 mark, but I've been completely chaotic with work. Maybe I'll have to go spend a full day geocaching this weekend or something to hit it. It is Tuesday, so I got a week and a half. That's basically 2 weekends. It is super bright out here, and I'm glad to be caching now. But it's only 81 degrees now at 9 a.m. Later in the day, it's going to be heat index in the hundreds again, so I don't really want to be out caching in that. All right, on to the next one. All right, I was just grabbing gas with Upside, and right next door at Taco Bell, there's a geocache called No Tamales Here. GPS puts it right next to me. I don't know what it could be. Expecting a pill bottle or something, but it's this. Probably just a log in there though. A log in a very unique container. Okay, the only thing in there is this. There's no log at all. Maybe it's still under the light pole, or maybe there's no log. I'll go look. All right, I went back and looked. It's right here. I got a log sign, got whatever this is. I think it's a trackable, but this is not a treble bug, but I'm just gonna shove it all in. I don't really do trackables. I should get into it though. There she goes, and that tube was sitting on the other side. That's why I didn't see it. I just grabbed that. So that was find 483. I had more than I thought. So I got to find 17 caches in 10 days. Should be easy enough. Let's see what we find next though. So we made it to Standish, Michigan. And we're one literally called Standish Baseball Fields. Level 2 difficulty, 1-5 terrain. The hint is up. And good thing that car just left because they were staring at me hard. So we're gonna go out here, we're gonna find this one, and there's another one down the road I'm gonna have to look up on the map. But this one was recently replaced, or re-enabled at least, so we're gonna see if we can find it. All right, this picnic table is barely holding on to me, but I believe this is a bison tube wedged in here. So hoping to get a better shot, but it's hard to keep a balance. This is the geocache, and it just fell apart. The only thing in here is the log, which is almost full, and that little sign. That is definitely a pre-roll tube. I can't judge. The first geocaches Bede and Jordan ever made, we put out about 10 of them, and they were all old pre-roll tubes because we had so many in the house. Not for me, of course. I'm a saint. Let's put this back. The lid is completely missing, but it's in a pretty protective area. It was wedged in here. That's a tight fit. All right, gonna knock that off the list and then see what's down the street. I scratched that. We're not going after the other geocache. It's just a guardrail cache. Nothing too exciting, but it's on a really busy road and there's no good place to pull over. So We'll see what we find later. All right, let's make this the last geocache and not DNF. It shouldn't be too hard. We are in Coleman, Michigan. Literally just drove by Dollar General. I'm like, yeah, there's probably 50-cent colonial here. There is. I haven't looked up the logs, the hint, or anything on it, but let's hope we can find it. It's right over here on the side of the building. So the hint is hanger. The GPS puts it on the side of the building. There's not a lot of places to hang it except for maybe a rain gutter. So I'm thinking it might be in this tree. I'm gonna check the rain gutters first just because that's where the GPS puts it. It is in fact in this tree. It is a small bison tooth. It is right there. Log is out, log is signed, log is back in. Let's shove this back, and I think it's the last one of the day. It is 1 in the afternoon. I've not seen a fast food place in 3 hours because I've been in the middle of nowhere. So I'm calling it a day after I shove this back in there. Like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to sign up to Upside using my code RE4ME or link in the description. Let's put her back where she belongs. All right, until next time, deuces.